Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It is Friday, TGIF, February 21st. One day closer to the end of February, and I can't wait. It's only 2 weeks until we change the clocks. Daylight savings time comes back. Breaking. That's going to be the best. Having a little bit more sunlight in the evening. Oh, that's great. You can't see it because my big head's in the way, but our friend Coco is here again today. He's getting regular on the show. Hi, Coco. I didn't even have to squeak one of his toys to make him droolers. How about them apples? And I got another thing. How about them apples? Well, before I tell you that, I got to show you a picture of the patron saint of this fine, fine podcast. It is Bud. There he is. Bud himself. We miss you and love you, Bud. Look at him. Wasn't that a beautiful shot? There's my wheelchair. And there's his. What I love about this picture of Bud is his teeth. And you can see it. See his teeth right there? Like I said, but to the same orthodontist I did. There you go. We love you, Bud. Anyway, good news to share. I told you I wrote these short stories, 30 of them in a collection. And I want to get the collection published someday as a book. But I've heard what you have to do first, though, is you got to send the stories out individually to magazines. They print it, you get money back, and then you build up your resume and you say to a future publisher, see, these people want to read my stuff. I think you should publish it. I really, really do. Guess what? I got news. I've been sending out bunches and bunches of letters the last couple of weeks. Yesterday, a publication, fine publication too, called Floyd County Moonshine. I'm just telling you, they're in the hills somewhere down in Virginia way, and they want to publish one of our stories. Now, I sent him this one specifically because these people are based on the Appalachian Mountains. There's country people, or folk people, or mountain people. And I sent a story called The Spirit of Daniel Boone. I kid you. It's about this university professor who teaches American history who really thinks he's Daniel Boone. He really thinks he's Daniel Boone. Now, either he is or he's not. He's crazy or he's spooky. We don't know. That's what the story tells us. But they liked it and they want to print it. So I think it's going to be, I'm waiting for the publication date. It's going to be sometime this summer, I believe. But I'll let you know. And that's the first piece of writing I will get paid doing rather than me pay them. So that's a little good news there, huh? The other good news is no matter what is happening in the news, you talk politics, you're talking all kinds of disasters in the world and everything. I think the main piece of news going into this weekend that we should all focus on is Bryce Harper just got a new tattoo. And he got it on his forearm, on his arm, inside of his arm. And it's a tattoo of the Philly fanatic and his little mobile Phillies car. And I think this officially locks Bryce Harper into staying in Philadelphia forever. I mean, how can you trade Bryce Harper? How can you even think of it if he has a tattoo, a Phillies tattoo on his arm? You can't trade Bryce Harper, let's say, to the Dodgers for a bunch of prospects. And he's got a Phillies tattoo. That wouldn't work. He'd have to cover it up or get it removed. So this is sort of like when you, sorry, Coco, but when you microchip a dog, or you brand a cattle or something, you're putting in your seal. You're putting in, you belong, this cat cat or this dog belongs to me. And that's what Bryce Harper's doing. He is saying, I belong to the Phillies, and that's the way it goes. So thank you, Bryce Harper. You really are endearing to the Philadelphia fans. And you're one of us. You're one of us. Now, they're talking to a lot of the players. They're down in spring training, in case you don't know. And they start playing games this weekend. And they're asking that, the Eagles, they relate to the Eagles. A lot of these baseball players are football fans too. And they're saying, yeah, the Eagles went all the way. The parade was cool. Let's do the same thing. And I said, yes, boys, do it. It's about time, isn't it? It's about time. This group has been together for what, 4 or 5 years now? And it's about time that they kicked the door open and got to the World Series and won the World Series because the window's closing. Speaking of Bryce Harper, he's not getting any younger. Neither are the pitchers. It's Wheeler, Nola, not getting any younger. Neither is Riamuto, Castellanos, Turner. The Phillies have one of the oldest teams in the major, one of the highest paid teams too. It's about time they did it. They won it. If not, Bryce Harper's going to retire, go to the Hall of Fame. I have no doubt, but he'll always have on his resume no World Series champion. And so I think they want to rectify that. So I think that's why this is the year for Phillies. This is the year. Everybody saw like the Dodgers added on. They won the World Series last year, and they added on Blake Snell. You got that Japanese pitcher. I mean, what the heck is going on? Their win total is 103. Really? But with all that said, could we also say that the Dodgers are a little bit overrated? Will they be as hungry this year as they were last year? We don't know how Shohei Ohtani is going to pitch. He's scheduled to pitch this year as well as hit. I still think there's a lot of unanswered questions with the Dodgers. Plus, in the National League West, don't forget, you got the Padres are still good. The Arizona Diamondbacks actually improved themselves. They got Corbin Burns on the pitching staff. The Giants improved. There's some good teams out west. The Rockies, we won't talk about the Rockies. They stink. But, it could be, not that these teams are going to take the NL West. The Dodgers are going to win the division. But maybe they're going to get roughed up on the one. You know what I mean? Maybe they're not going to have the best overall record in the league. Thus, they wouldn't have home field advantage. So, it's a possibility. So, I really think the Phillies have a good chance of getting back to the World Series this year. Now, as we said, we don't know who they would play. We don't know. So you can't say the Phillies have a good chance of winning the series because we don't know. We don't know. Will it be the Yankees back again? The Red Sox have improved themselves. Are they going to sneak in there? What about a team from American League Central? The Royals, the Guardians? How about out west? The Astros again? The Astros lost a lot of guys. Tucker, they lost a lot of guys. I don't think they're going to get it. The Mariners, I think they could be a surprise team. And the Rangers just won the World Series a couple of years ago. So, I just think with our pitching, and our consistent lineup, they got to stop the strikeout stuff. But with Harper, hopefully he gets off to a hot start this year. And Schwarber and the rest, they will carry the team and they'll get to the World Series this year. I just really think so. I think it's going to be an exact. The Eagles won the World Championship. Phillies won the World Series. There you go. That I could die in peace. Anyway, so I like the Phillies chances this year. And I think their win total is like 91.5. You really think they're going to win less than 91 games? I don't think the Phillies are worse than they were this year. They may not be better because they really, frankly, they didn't do that much of all season. We're kind of running back the same team. But so if they do that, I would think they're in line to win 94, 95 games again, right? I'm just saying. And they're like second or third, the odds in the division. Everybody's picking Atlanta. Why? Because Acuna Jr.'s coming back. They're all coming back from injuries. All those key Atlanta players, Spencer Strider, they all got hurt. So they're thinking, well, they're going to have their team back in Atlanta's for win the division this year. I wouldn't be so sure. You don't know how these guys are going to come back. How is Spencer Strider going to look after his Tommy John surgery? Because I don't think he's coming back until maybe May or June. What about Acuna? Now, on his gimpy knees, the other guys who were hurt. I just don't know that. If they have full crew, yes. But, they lost Max Fried. Yeah. Who are they going to replace him with, right? In the starting rotation. I think that's a big loss. I wouldn't just give the division to Atlanta. I wouldn't do that. I mean, the Mets, I don't like their pitching. What kind of pitching do they have? I mean, they have Juan Soto, so it'll be like a 9-8 every game. So I don't like their pitching. I wouldn't say the Mets are. I mean, the Nationals aren't ready, and the Marlins stink. So I just think the Phillies are going to win that division. I'm more relevant. But a lot of baseball coming up. We have the whole spring and summer to talk baseball, and we will. We absolutely will. Final thing I want to say. Yeah, this kept coming up yesterday on my Echo, and it just kept coming up all the time. Famous people who died on their birthdays. Yeah, you talk about a cheery note, huh? Well, there are quite a few, but if you ever want to go to a bar and have a bar bet, you could say, do you know what William Shakespeare and Mike Douglas, the talk show host who originated out of Philadelphia? I actually went to a Mike Douglas show back in 1977. And that's where I got to meet the one and only John Ritter. And Mike Douglas, what do they have in common? They both died on their birthdays. And so did, as I learned, so did that great, beautiful actress, Ingrid Bergman, the chick from Casablanca. Remember her? Oh, what a beauty. Here's the way I look at it. I think there's a lot of great old actresses, who were beautiful in their time. But I just think it comes down to two. Very picky when it comes to beautiful actresses. It comes down to two. One is Ingrid Bergman. I mean, whenever she's on film, she just glows. She glows. She has this effervescent, numerous glow about her. She looks radiant. She shines. And the other woman who I think is just gorgeous on film was that Maureen O'Hara. Remember her? She was in Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then she was in that John Wayne movie around St. Patrick's Day. It'll come to me. You know the one, And of course, she was in Miracle on 34th Street, the Santa Claus picture. And just a beautiful, beautiful, with the red hair and the green eyes. And something that Bergman and O'Hara had in common, both very tall and leggy. And so those are my two. Those are my two old-time actresses who I'm just smitten with. So anytime you're on the screen, in on TV anyway. I gotta stop and watch it and like drool. You know, it's just a thing to do. So anyway, well, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I guess I'll be back tomorrow for something to talk about. I'll be back. Because I always rest on Sunday. Even God rested on Sunday. So I'll be back tomorrow. If you think of any other actors or actresses or famous people, like William Shakespeare, who died on their birthday, hit me up to let me know, okay? Oh, I forgot one. Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly died on his birthday. Although I think with him, I think that was a book purpose thing. Because Machine Gun Kelly, he was a gangster. And he went around shooting people and he went around robbing banks and things. So a guy like that could almost predestine his death, you know? He could say, oh, it's my birthday. I think instead of celebrating and blowing out the candles, I'll go and rob a bank and maybe I'll get shot. And if so, I will have the distinction, along with William Shakespeare, of dying on Robin Dead. So, hey, it's a creepy thought. Let me get away from it, okay? Good thing I'm ready to sign up for it. Well, everybody have a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a fantastic Friday. Peace and love. Stay warm. It's supposed to get up to the freaking 50s here next week. Let's hope so. If it does, I'm going out on the deck and I'm getting the sun to you. I don't care. I don't care. I take my hoodie off and whoa, look out. Woo, woo, woo. And just sip up the soup. Because I've had it with winter. I know I shouldn't bitch and complain. There are places around the world, around the country, that have had it a lot worse. Hey, do you know that a place like Pensacola, Florida, has and places like Louisville, Kentucky, have gotten double, triple the snow that we have up here in Pennsylvania this winter? They have, it's true. So I should complain. If a place like Pensacola, Florida, can get like double, triple what we're getting here, why am I complaining? Right? But I mean, that's the way people are. They're not satisfied. And then in the summertime, I will bitch and moan that it's too hot. I will. I'll say, damn, it's humidity. Yeah, I'll never complain again in February. I'll never complain. Give me February, give me that cool, crisp air, and I am happy. Can't do that very sensible. All right, there, because I say goodbye. Oh, he's sleeping. He doesn't care. All right, peace, love, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.